police!
I was in the shower, just glancing at my phone, when I suddenly saw a strange man standing in my yard. He was slowly making his way toward the bathroom I was in. I was instantly terrified. I threw on my clothes and tried to call the police right away, but at the worst possible moment, my phone died. I ran back inside and locked every door. Only after I made sure all the doors and windows were secured did I dare plug in my phone. By then, the man in black had already made it to my front door. Thank God you couldn't see inside from the outside. So he had no idea I was hiding in the living room. If I wanted to stay alive, I couldn't make a sound. I held my breath and stayed completely still. When he realized he couldn't get through the front door, he turned and headed for the back. And that's when it hit me. The back door was unlocked. I lunged for it and locked it at the very last second. Through the door, I could see him peering inside. I broke out in a cold sweat. To stop him from getting in, I rushed off to check every other exit. Only after I made sure every entrance was locked did I finally breathe a little easier and keep charging my phone. But the man in black had no intention of leaving. He kept circling the house looking for another way in. I tried calling the police again, but there was no signal at all. That's when I realized he had already destroyed the communication system. The second that hit me, I panicked. He was still out there, still wandering around the yard, so I had no choice but to find a way to save myself. Then I looked up and saw the smoke detector on the ceiling, and suddenly I had an idea. So I climbed onto a chair, grabbed a box of matches, and lit them right under the detector. And finally, after a while, the alarm went off. I thought he'd at least back off once he heard it, but I was wrong. He stayed completely calm. He crouched down, pulled a remote out of his bag, and aimed it at the house. One click, and the alarm stopped. Then he picked up an axe and started walking toward the door. He was done waiting. Luckily, my front door was solid. He hacked at it for a long time and still couldn't break through. But he didn't give up. He turned and went after the glass door instead. Thank God the glass was bulletproof. He wasn't getting through that anytime soon. I started thinking about slipping out through another door. But just then, he started moving that way too. Right when he was about to keep smashing, the doorbell rang. It was my food delivery. And in that second, I knew it was my only chance. I ran to the second floor balcony and screamed for help. I begged the delivery guy to call the police for me, but he was too far away. He couldn't hear a word I was saying. And just when I was about to lose it, something even worse happened.